And of course, Acorn and SEIU would help shape the agenda. And Obama was true to his promise. He didn't wait for the inauguration. In fact, let's go back to the transition time. This is December 2008. Grassroots organizations and policy agenda programs, sponsored by the Center for Community Change and the Gamaliel Foundation.
For an event with members of Congress, union leaders, and Obama administration officials, this is part of a conference of grassroots organizations hosted by the Center for Community Change and the Gamaliel Foundation, a group President-elect Barack Obama worked with as a community organizer.
We now have a community organizer-in-chief in the White House.
We are here because the crisis our country is facing demands big and bold solutions, not small and timid ones. The two roundtables today of community leaders, leaders of allied organizations, and policymakers will take on the two great challenges of our time: building a new economy for shared prosperity and expanding our democracy. We will need to move from the politics of protest to the challenge of governing. We're no longer beating on the doors to get in, and we can't settle anymore for just complaining about what we don't like. Today, we're taking responsibility for developing ideas and proposing solutions to the problems our country faces.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being here today. It is such an honor to be amongst you. So as you know, I am here representing somebody who began his career as one of you, a community organizer, right? And so he has run this campaign with the spirit of a community organizer, understanding that ordinary people, when they come together around a common vision with common goals and common beliefs, can do extraordinary things. Am I right? I know, I'm right. So even though community organizers got a kind of a bad name during the general election, we know because what did we do? We elected one of our own as President of the United States of America.
Well, let me ask this question. Was this all lip service, just making the people that supported Obama feel good, or did they really get to set the agenda? And what is the agenda? Well, let's go back to Deepak Bhargava. He's pretty darn happy with the early report card, especially about the massive redistribution of wealth.
This has been an extraordinary 4 months. And this is not well appreciated. Just to give you a sense of the dimensions of what has been accomplished in a very short period of time, there's been the largest public expenditure on anti-poverty programs, including on the very poorest people in this country, in 40 years. All of this adding up to $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 in literal income to someone making $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a year, or $10,000 a year. That's an extraordinary achievement. It has certainly been a stealthy agenda, meaning the administration has chosen not to lead with questions of poverty or racial justice.
Did you get that? A stealthy agenda. He's really happy with it. We know that agenda is one thing. It takes people to make policy. And you have certainly been hearing a lot of questions lately about some of the people in the administration. Lots of them know Valerie Jarrett, who's Obama's very close advisor there in the White House. But listen to Valerie Jarrett. She's not the only one they know.
And I am particularly proud to announce to you that one of your own, in fact, the chairman of your board, Cecilia Munoz, will be joining our office as the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs. Cecilia, where are you? And, you know, I wish I could take full credit for Cecilia having joined the White House. But what did it take? It took the president-elect to get on the phone himself and say, Cecilia, this country needs you. I need you. We can change the world with people such as you, with your leadership and your vision and your character and your reputation and the way you have led your life. I want you inside of my White House. And so that says a lot about him, that he recognizes the potential of someone like Cecilia. So thank you.
Communities in key electoral states of Central Americans are going to be asking why the laws do not treat Central Americans equally with other others in this country, and whether or not the candidates intend to move forward on protecting them from deportation. When you think about it, when you have a grouping of people that includes the business community, the labor movement, major religious institutions in this country, major ethnic constituencies in this country, all saying immigrants are a good thing and we need to do right by them, the only folks who at that point are left out are the folks who simply don't like immigrants. I mean, that's what the other side is.
The other side, the people who just don't like immigrants. Well, that call from Obama worked. Cecilia Munoz is now the Director of Intergovernmental Affairs at the White House. In fact, let me show you this picture. Just this summer, she invited a Gamaliel delegation to meet with her in the White House. They began the meeting with a prayer in Spanish, they say, and Munoz then provided them with the names of the administration officials that would be key to their causes. This is almost like a progressive's fairy tale, isn't it? Let me go back to that first illustration. We had all those groups and they were working, right? And then Wade came along and said, I have an idea. Let's build the factory. And then Deepak came in and he hooked up the workforce. And pretty soon we had that coalition of unions and community organizers. They got busy. They got busy on that engine of change, the seat of power, all of these elements. Let me show you here. I'm going to do it this way. Let's make this our factory. And here come the workers, right? The wheels of progressive action, the doors of the radical opportunity, all of these things coming together. Their factory did build the vehicle, a vehicle of radical change and redistribution, a vehicle that carried their comrade, the one who was with them right from the beginning, to the dream destination in the White House. A progressive fairy tale that came true.